Time now for us to shift our focus to another big story that's coming in. The government, as per sources, is likely to bring an impeachment motion against Justice Varma in the upcoming monsoon session. Now, as per sources, the government is also hopeful of getting support from opposition on its impeachment motion plan, and it has also reached out to opposition leaders. My colleagues Pragya and also my colleague Harish is with us. Let me go across to Pragya. Pragya, big development coming in, and we were hearing about these reports of the government planning to bring in an impeachment motion. What more do we know?
Absolutely. What we know is that the government is likely to bring this impeachment motion in monsoon session that takes place in July. And not just that, government has also started process of reaching out to the opposition leaders. Now, these leaders also need to be on board for this impeachment motion to pass, because you also need two-thirds majority in both the houses to ensure that there is an initiation process and the judge is removed. Now, the prerogative of removing the judge is with the president, but president does it with the approval of parliament, and thereby it is mandatory for the parliament, if they need to remove any judge, to bring in this impeachment motion, which they are bringing now. The then CGI, Mr. Sanjeev Khanna, had written to Prime Minister and also President and also attached the in-house inquiry report against Justice Varma. And there we are given to understand that there was some incriminating evidence as against the claims made by Mr. Justice Varma himself. He refused, in fact, to resign or to take voluntary retirement, and this is exactly after this decision that the government has decided and is likely to come up with an impeachment motion against him in coming monsoon session.
All right. So an impeachment motion, the plan is in the works. Opposition is also expected to support the government. That's what our sources are telling us. Let me go across to Harish, who's with us. Harish, so far, take us through the details of what has happened in the last many days, because there was a call for larger action, but many said that Justice Varma, after the case had emerged, had also dug in his heels with his defenses. What has happened in the last few days, if you could take our viewers through a quick recap?
Yes, in fact, first, for the benefit of our viewers, I must make it clear that if the impeachment process happens, it will be history, because it will be the first time in the history of Indian judiciary or parliament that impeachment process against a judge will be initiated. As Pragya has been reporting, as per sources, in the monsoon session, it will be taken up, because earlier there was one judge, Justice S.N. Shukla of Allahabad High Court. Then Justice Deepak Mishra had recommended his impeachment and had also withdrawn judicial work from him, but surprisingly, Parliament never took up his impeachment proceedings against the judge who was found with corruption charges. He retired without any impeachment for 2 years with paid salary. And then there was another judge, Soumitra Sen, again indicted in a corruption case, but as soon as the Rajya Sabha took up the proceeding, he retired. He, in fact, resigned in 2011. So in 2011, it did not happen. 2018, it did not happen. Let us see if it happens this time. Yes, after the in-house Supreme Court probe panel indicted Justice Yashwant Varma, the then Chief Justice, that is Justice B.R. Gavai's predecessor, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, had written a letter to the President and Prime Minister, and also annexed the copy of the in-house panel's report. And this was after Justice Yashwant Varma refused to resign, and he has to face an impeachment. This is what the Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna told Yashwant Varma: either you resign or you face impeachment. So this very important proceeding will happen in the monsoon session of Parliament.
This is going to have a larger message also, because over the last few days the debate has been about accountability and transparency in the judiciary as well. And when such revelations have come to the fore, many questions have been raised. Let me go across to Priyank. Priyank, take us through the probe details so far, because now, as our colleague Pragya is telling us, in the monsoon session, the government is likely to bring in an impeachment motion against Justice Varma.
Certainly, Sagrika, the three-panel judges committee, which was probing this case, has taken statement from the head of the Delhi Fire Department as well as from the Delhi Police Commissioner, because these were the first responders. There was a mysterious call which was also made from the house of Justice Varma, which was regarding stop fire call, which has also been taken into consideration. But we know it for the fact that the impeachment need to to go through a proper procedure. Article 124/4 certainly says that the judge can be impeached if proven misbehavior or misconduct, and later on it has to be passed by at least 100 Lok Sabha MPs and 50 of the Rajya Sabha MPs. Now, the two-thirds of the majority would be the key factor. Talking about the investigation, certainly the Chief Justice of Haryana and Punjab, as well as the Himachal High Court, along with the Judge of Karnataka High Court, were here in the national capital, and they have recorded a statement. And after they submitted the report, Justice Yashwant Varma was told to put in his papers by 9th of May. That time has passed. Now the ball is certainly on the court of the government, where the government will have to pass this motion before both the houses, before it goes to the President of India. In this particular investigation, forensic evidences have been counted. The statement of the key eyewitness has been taken. The forensic evidences, which we also managed to see, right thrown outside the residence of Justice Yashwant Varma, will be a key factor which could lead to this impeachment. But this was certainly growing up because of no FIR. Let's see what's happening next.
All right. Thank you so much, Pragya, Priyank and Harish, for joining us with that development. We'll keep coming back to that story as it has a lot of ramifications and significance in the history of Indian politics and judiciary.